from Irvin. Do you have any funny stories about Victor Tiny Voice Mancini?
Victor is a great kid. Came in after the trade, blindsided, obviously, a part of the New York Rangers organization. And the first time I got a chance to chat with them, I just knew that the Canucks had a good one on their hands. First off, I'm looking up at him like, how old is this guy? And he's very physically impressive, big. And I'll never forget, like, the first handshake. I have some pretty big hands, and it was like giving the Hulk a handshake. And I still give him a hard time about it now, about how big his hands in, and we'll measure hands a couple times throughout the year, or I should say over the last few months. So Victor comes from a great family. I had the chance to meet his dad, his aunt, and his girlfriend in Charlotte. And so it was nice to see where he comes from. You can see why he's such a humble and good kid. He was raised very well. And I think that he's got a great future in the NHL. We've seen him get some games at Vancouver late in the year. We saw him play. He made the New York Rangers at a training camp. Like, let's talk about that. He made the Rangers at a training camp. So the fact that he was able to do that, I would not be surprised if he pushed for a spot out of the gates this year. But yeah, it was funny to see him be Tiny Voice. I did hear that a few weeks before it was revealed at the championship rally in front of the fans. I know it was a big thing on social media. Canucks fans are doing their sleuthing and trying to figure out who a Tiny Voice was at the end of games in the locker room, and was pretty surprised it was Victor. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Another one from Green. If Brandon ever needs an intern, ask him to keep me in mind, or me. I'd love to work on some projects with you. I love hockey. I can work on some stats behind the scenes. That's a good one.
There we go. If you need it, yeah. If the work ever stacks up, I'll give you a call, see if we can work something out. But I think for now I'm pretty good.
There's another one. This is a good one. Which Abbey player had the most growth in their game this year? Pick a few if narrowing it down to one is too hard.
There's so much. I mean, we saw 16 different players skate in a uniform in Abbotsford and Vancouver this year, so the list goes on and on. I've mentioned a couple of them already in Kudryavtsev and Mueller, so putting those two aside, really saw some solid growth out of Max Sasson. It was great to see him get a solid run of games with the big club. And I really liked how he looked comfortable playing on the wing, because before that call-up, he exclusively played center, whether it was under Jeremy Colleton or now Manny Malhotra. I could easily count on one hand and don't need all five fingers to remember a point when he played wing. It just was something he didn't do. And I thought, like, if he's going to be a full-time NHLer, it's going to have to be at